So I've been out in West Virginia on my way back from an event in Kentucky. I thought I'd stop and pick a couple antique shops, see what I could find, see if I could find something for my Etsy store, Vintage Camping Trail. And I found a really nice old cold handle skillet, but it's been left. So it needs to have some love given to it. So we're gonna do that today on video. If you all stay with me, I think you'll enjoy it. Talk about how to clean up an old cold handle skillet. We'll put that bad boy on our Etsy store, and it won't last long there because my skillets sell there just about as fast as I can put them up. So stay with me. We'll get started, guys. Morning, folks. I'm Dave Canterbury with Self-Reliance Outfitters in the Pathfinder School. Back out here at the Pathfinder Outfitters kitchen. You can see my breath a little bit this morning, which means it's below 40 degrees. A little chilly this morning. I've got a cool handle skillet I picked up this weekend. It's in pretty rough shape. And I'm going to clean this up to put it on my Etsy store. I do that a lot. I have an Etsy store called Vintage Camping Trail, and I put a lot of vintage camping type gear on that page, but I clean it up really good to make sure that it's good, serviceable condition when you receive it. So what I thought we'd do today is take this old crusty, dusty cold handle skillet here. This is an 8-inch cold handle skillet, and clean this bad boy up. And this one actually says cold handle on the handle itself. This is a little bit more rare. You've got Nationals, Banners, Acmes. You got some that aren't labeled at all. These ones that actually say cold handle on them are a little more rare. And I have 2 of these skillets that are cold handle like this in my personal collection that I keep, that I don't sell. Most of the other ones that I come across, I do resell them so that people can get a hold of them if they're looking for them, because they're somewhat hard to find. I've given Sean Kelly a couple of them, and then he's bought a few more since then as well. But at any rate, we're going to clean this up today. So the first thing we're going to do, I don't like to take, a drill to a skillet. I don't like that to clean them up. I like to just get them back to good condition by cleaning them up with Brillo pads or green scrub pads. And I use vinegar and hot water to do that. So we're going to talk about that today. And I've got some hot water in a stock pot heating up right here with about a cup of vinegar to a gallon of water in there. So let's start with that and we'll get going. All right, so I went ahead and stuck this skillet in this solution while the water's heating up. Now I'm just going to take one of these green scrub pads, and while the water's warming up, I'm just going to knock anything off of the surface of this thing. And I don't want to knock all of the seasoning off or the patina off of this thing. I just want to get it cleaned up. The inside of this thing is what I'm more worried about than the outside. I don't want to take the outside down to where there's no seasoning on it either, but the inside's important as well. And the inside's going to have a little rust in it. So we're just going to scrub that down really good with this green pad to get any of that surface rust off that's sitting on top of any patina that we have in here or any seasoning. And we'll just continue to scrub and rinse, scrub and rinse, scrub and rinse until the water in here is not brown anymore. And it doesn't feel rough. We want that to feel smooth in there as well. The sides, it's not so important for them to be dead smooth because that's seasoning. But the bottom, we want that to be pretty smooth so that we can kind of start a re-seasoning process in here. We got that water plenty hot now. We'll turn that off. And we're just going to continue scrubbing this dude again until the water in the bottom of that pan doesn't get a rusty color to it anymore. Pretty good. It's not horrible bad. Now we'll just clean up this handle really good. That's a nice old skillet right there. That's a really nice 8-inch cold handle skillet. Thing's going to be really good once we get it seasoned back up. And again, I don't want to knock the seasoning off this completely. I'm just trying to clean any dirt and things like that off of it that might be on it. It's got a good rough seasoning on it now, and I like that. I want that vintage look on that thing, and I don't want to lose that. Okay, now The next step is to completely dry this thing off. I've got a couple nice flour sack towels here that really soak up liquid. Again, you can see that rough seasoning on the outside of that, and I want that on there. I just don't want the thing to be rusty. Now we've got down to pretty much the bare seasoning of this bad boy, we can start to heat this up and season it again on the inside and get ready to be sold. Okay, now we're going to take some paper towel and we're going to get us a good slathering of lard on here. I'm going to scrub the inside of this thing really good with lard. And the outside. We don't need as thick a coating on the outside as we want on the inside right now. And then we're gonna get some heat on this dude. And while that's heating up, more lard. The hotter that metal is, the better it's going to be for getting this lard seasoned into it. Just exactly what we want right here. Okay, now we'll cut our heat, get ourselves a clean towel. More lard. Look at that, man. Smooth as a baby's tail into that thing. That's what we like. Right, so when we get done, we got all the seasoning left on this thing on the sides and on the bottom. And we got a nice, bare, clean space to cook in the bottom of that thing. Nice cold handle logo right on that dude. It's a cold handle number 42. Gorgeous, gorgeous skillet. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to get back to cracking here. Make another road trip today and go somewhere else, take a look around, see what I can find. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your support. I thank you for everything you do for our school, for our family, for our business, for our sponsors, instructors, affiliates, and friends. I'll be back with another video as soon as I can, guys. Thanks.